Alright guys, yes, I almost got scammed today. It's never happened to me before, but you know what? There's always a first time for everything. Now, let me tell you how the scam works. Normally, always, if you're in the service industry, you're gonna get emails, you're gonna get text messages, and even calls from people trying to get you to work at houses. These houses are usually empty and they never want to meet you. Everything is done over the phone, and then they just give you a list of work, and then you go work at this house with the promise that they are going to pay you. Well, a lot of the scammers, they're never going to pay you. And the way they work usually is they made a deal with whoever the homeowner is, and then they send you to do the work, and the homeowner thinks that you actually work for that company or that scammer, right? So you do the work, you leave, and you never get payment. Then you go back to the house, and if you're lucky, you can find the homeowner, and then they're gonna be like, we hired somebody else and you showed up to do the work. So we thought you were them. And then guess what? You never made the contract with the homeowner. So legally, there's really nothing you can do about it. Can you get mad about it? I mean, it's not the homeowner's fault either, because they got scammed too. But they benefited from it because they got what they wanted. The only people losing here is you. So about a week and a half ago, I got a call from this guy. He wanted a security door installed. So normally I do most of my estimates over the phone. So I tell him, send me a picture, the address of the house, and then I will give you a number. And he does that. He sends me a picture and he gives me the address, right? Now the address was about 45 minutes away. And normally I don't really work that far away because it takes a lot of gas and time just to get there and back, right? But I quoted $400 for this job. Normally it would have been $300, but since it's farther away, $400. And I was estimating the job to take no longer than 2 hours. Most of it would have been driving, right? And so I booked the appointment for today, Thursday. I wanted just an easy day, just one appointment and be done for the week, right? Because my week is usually, ends on Thursdays because I got other things going on Friday. But anyways, so he's like, how soon can you do it? He doesn't argue, he doesn't bargain, he doesn't do anything. He literally wanted to know how soon I could do the job. Is that a red flag? No, it's not. Because most people want to get their stuff done as soon as possible. So I told him, you know what? My next availability is next Thursday, which was a little over a week from the time that we talked. And then he's like, okay, fine, done. Normal, right? Just like any other appointment. Nothing bad about this. Nothing wrong, no red flags. Anyways, the day off this morning. So he sends me a text message. And then he tells me, can you send me a text message 30 minutes before you get there? And I'm like, sure, no problem. And then immediately after I reply, he sends me another text message. And then he's like,
I will not be there. However, the homeowners will. So I want to be able to text him when you are 30 minutes out. I will be the one paying you. As well, do you have a way to send an invoice for me to be able to pay via debit card?
so at that moment, I knew something was off. Because the entire conversation, when we first started, he never mentioned that he was a property manager. He never mentioned that he was somebody else but the homeowner. He made it seem the entire time that he was the homeowner. So immediately I text him back and I'm like, you're not the homeowner? What's your name? And homeowners. So from the time that I asked him the name to the time that I actually got an answer back from him, he literally took about 30 minutes to call, okay? And he calls me and then he tells me that he works for a company that does repairs for houses in the area and some BS, all right? And so I told him that normally if I'm working for somebody like that, I require a 50% down payment. And this is the morning off and he didn't mention anything the entire time. So I asked him for the name of his company, and then he tells me, My Property Surgeon. I'm like, so you're a property manager now? And he's like, yeah. So why didn't you say so? So I asked him, send me your website, And let me do some research just to make sure that you are an actual company, that you're not trying to scam me. And, we can figure out the down payment, no issues. So hang up, and then I go online and I type in that name, and nothing comes up. Nothing. No websites, no Instagram, no Facebook, nothing. And then I put his name, his phone number on the search engine too, and nothing comes up either. You would think if this person was legitimate that his number will be out there, right? Or at least the name of his company, right? So another 30 minutes go by, and then he literally sends me a text message that says, "Hey, I just was trying to speak with my marketing company because our website is actually down right now. It is getting worked on, so it is deactivated. If you would like, I can meet up with you in person before you head to the job and pay you half in cash. That way you know I'm actually real and not an overseas scammer." So it took him 30 minutes for him to call his marketing company and just to see that if his website was up or down. I'm not stupid, and even if the website was down for maintenance, it will still show up in any search engine. It will just give you a 404 error code. And if it was legitimate, it will still come up with everything online, even if it was down. So he's lying. And if you haven't noticed, he hadn't given me his name yet or the homeowners. He did offer to pay half in cash, which that's way and beyond any scammer is going to do, because most of them don't want to meet you in person. So my thinking here is that he's just trying to save face here somehow, and then to at least get some money out of it, thinking that I will take the half, go do the job, and then guess what? He's not going to pay me the other half, which is only $200, right? So it's no big deal. But I don't know how much he quoted this person either, so it could be higher than that. Anyway, so I reply back immediately, and then I tell him, "Hello, unfortunately, this has red flags all over, nothing personal, canceling the appointment." Done. And then a few minutes go by, and then he replies back, and he's like, "Well, that's unfortunate. I'm not sure what the difference is between my money and the homeowner's money. That is very unprofessional. I offered to meet you in person. We needed the job done today, and you canceled the appointment. I will have to leave a review about this." So now he's blackmailing me. He's threatening to leave me a negative review because I canceled the appointment, because he's a scammer, right? So I reply back, "You won't give me your name nor the homeowners. Your company doesn't exist, and your phone number doesn't show anywhere. You never mentioned this was a client of yours until last minute. I deal with scammers every single day. You surely look like one." That's what I meant. The autocorrect thing messed this up. "Please leave a review, as I will be detailing your fake company name along with your phone number in the answer section. By the way, no difference whether it's your money or someone else's. We do work for legitimate property managers, but they are all upfront about the work. Have the homeowner call me directly, and I will gladly go over and install the door right now." So I actually did a little more research, and I went in the county records, and I found a homeowner for that property. He's actually out of state, in Washington State. So that property is a rental property. So I also found the homeowner's number. I tried calling, but obviously no answer. So now the guy is trying to blackmail me in order for me to do the job. I don't know if he was hoping that I will say, "I'm sorry, misunderstanding. I'll go ahead and do the job right now, blah, blah, blah." To be honest, I don't care about the negative review, because this is a scammer, and then they're just trying to blackmail me to go do work for free, and it's just not going to work out. Like I said, I deal with this stuff all the time. And I would say 99% of them are very easy to spot, and you don't even have to worry about it. But this one, actually, I never had this happen to me before. Especially somebody trying to meet me and pay half in cash. But I think I dodged a bullet today. And the funny thing is, any other scammer would have just left it at that, but he wasn't done, guys. So I told him that I found the homeowner online. I gave him the name. I gave him the mailing address for the homeowner, for the actual homeowner. I also told him that I got his number, and I told him that I was gonna send the homeowner a letter detailing what happened today. And because still, the guy hasn't even given me his name yet. So what he does is, after I give him the address and the phone number to the actual homeowner of the house and tell him that this house is a rental and there's no homeowner living in that house, then he sends me a message probably about an hour later. And then he says, first of all, you had told me over the phone that you don't even do subcontracting, and now you're saying you do work for property management companies. All the time? Of course, we all see scams every day. I told you I was willing to meet you in person, pay you cash, and you still refused. I also explained why my website is not up currently and that is not good enough for you. You are very unprofessional. You may list my company name if you would like, but I will list the details that I have in the review, and also that you are unprofessionally showing up at one of my clients' houses after you cancel the job. Enough time has been wasted by you. Please do not contact me further. So, I forgot to mention that I did tell him that I was gonna go to his customer's house and tell him the reason why I wasn't doing that job that day. Which I was thinking about doing that, but the thing is, it's 45 minutes away. And as of the time of this video, there's no negative review. So if he leaves a negative review, I'm gonna go to that house, and I'm gonna find out who this person is. But if he doesn't leave a negative review, I'm probably not gonna go to the house. But I will still send a letter to the actual homeowner, and then to let him know the shenanigans that are going on at his property. I don't know if this guy's was for real or not. You guys tell me in the comment section below if he was real or not. But in my honest opinion, if somebody was real, he would have actually offered to pay me in full and meet me at the property, not just meet me somewhere else. Because if you didn't catch it earlier, when he offered to pay me cash, he actually offered to meet me in person. But he said, I can meet up with you in person before you head to the job and pay you half in cash. That implies that he wanted to meet somewhere else besides the property. And if he actually thought, if I was actually doing business with somebody and that somebody thought that I was a scammer, I will literally do anything in my power to prove that person that I was not a scammer. I will meet them at the property in person. I will show them my driver's license. I will give them my name right away when asked for. I will give them the homeowner's name right away. I will pay them cash before they even started at the property. Have them meet the tenant or whoever lives at the house. I will do everything in my power to actually remove any doubts in that person's mind that I am a scammer. This person didn't do that. So what do you guys think? Do you think he was a scammer or not? I think so. I lost $400 today. Big deal. I can find other things to do. So I just wanted to make this video for you guys that are just to show you there are scammers out there that are trying to take advantage of you. The worst case scenario for this job, I would have done the job, I would have left, and then the guy would have never replied back. And then since the house is tenant occupied, there's no legal anything that I can do to get my money, because I never made a contract with those people and they don't even own the house. So yeah, so the way I do business to prevent things like this from happening, especially with over the phone people and working for somebody else that do not own the houses that I'm working on, I always ask for a down payment depending on the job. Normally, if it's something small, like I said, I always do 15%. And I just did a job like this last week. I actually I installed a reverse osmosis system for this new company. It's called Cloud something. And then it was the same deal. But it was everything over the phone. They were out of state. They actually had a website. They told me straight up, this job was for one of their customers. They are a new company trying to launch a new product in our area, and then they gave me the homeowner's number. They gave me the homeowner's name. I called the homeowners directly to confirm the appointment. They had no issues at all. Everything checked out. They had a website. They were legitimate. And guess what? They followed up. They texted me that morning. Even during the job, they texted me asking how I was doing, if I had any questions about the product. And when I got done, they paid me right away. So on that job, I didn't even ask for a down payment. Because it was only $250. So the worst case scenario is they I would have lost out on $250. But I was working at somebody's house, and if something happened, I mean, these people bought this product from this company, and they pay this company directly for the work. So I could have told the homeowner what was going on, and we would have figured something out, right? So they could have done a chargeback on their credit card for the product, for the work. We could have figured something out in order to get me paid. But everything was legit. But this person is something different, guys. You just never know. I've been doing this for many years, and this is the first time that something like this ever happened to me. But anyways, we'll see if he actually leaves a negative review. If not, if he does, I'll update you guys in the comment section. But I don't think he will. I think he was just a very determined scammer trying to save face just by giving me 50% of what I quoted him. So at least he could get some money out of it. If, better than nothing. So, anyways, guys, be on the lookout. Don't trust anybody. And as always, if you like the video, don't forget to like it, comment below, and I will see you next time.